The following episode is a sit-down chat with Matt, Blake and Lockie, who invited Mac and myself on a 2-week touring and wheeling trip of Tasmania at the start of this year. This has been one of our most popular trip series on the channel yet, and if you have not seen it, check out the playlist available on the channel homepage. Today is just a bit of a bonus episode for you to enjoy and crack it in yourself. My apologies for the sound in some portions of this, as we had a bunch of technical issues that couldn't be worked out at the time. But yeah, let's get started. Welcome to Fraser Island. We are on a little bit of a trip with the boys from Tassie, but we thought we'd answer a fair few questions we get all the time on Instagram as a podcast while we're in Fraser. That is what's going on, and I think we should just get stuck straight into it.
Some would call it the no idea what we're doing podcast, but we're here now, so...
Oh, cute.
Look, before I get into all the questions everyone's been asking... that was a nice question. That was a question. How many hard fizz does it take per litre per metre to check the fences at Fraser?
That was a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Tassie, mate? We obviously got Lockie, Blake, TJ and Matty. What are your thoughts on Tassie?
Oh, I reckon it was a good trip.
Good trip?
Did you get
Good chat.
Good trip, loved it. Car went well, frothing.
Scenery was great.
Yeah,
There was
gotta get
no
a
one
bit out
there.
of this
The tracks were hard. The KFC was good too. Yeah, but I'd do it again.
Yeah? Blakey?
First I was in the scenery looking at the road, and then I was at the road looking at the scenery. But other than that,
Other way around. On the road looking at the
He's got the
scenery,
vodka
and then
in
the
his-
scenery looking at the road.
Bumped his head a bit hard though.
yeah,
Obviously Blakey did a little bit of a front flip on Jeep track, but
apparently here too.
yeah, he's still here to tell the story, so that's alright. TJ, your thoughts, mate?
I'd recommend it if you want to do a long touring trip that's got some good scenery and hard wheeling. It's the spot. It's probably one of my favourites so far. It's right up there. I'm going to put it number one.
Oh,
right.
number one, Matty.
Yeah, I reckon it was me and Daz. That Jeep track was something else. Nice and tight, no chicken tracks. Everyone's just got to hit the hard shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It was good.
First in, best dressed.
Sorry.
No, probably one of the next most asked questions besides how many zinger boxes is too many zinger boxes. And
Next question.
the next question.
It's irrelevant.
There's no answer. You can't have too many. When are we doing some more trips together? My answer to that is, obviously it's hard. The boys have got jobs and businesses that they got to run. TJ and myself are now full-time YouTube, so it's our job to make things happen. So we're working on it. We're trying to get the funds together, and we're talking about Simpson. We're talking about Cape.
High country.
Vic High Country. So
A few cards been pulled.
yeah,
Hopefully
Vic
they will
High pulled.
get
I think
cashed in.
the biggest cost would be trying to truck the cars around, so the boys aren't losing days and days out of their work life to get the cars halfway across Australia to do some tracks. So
Alright, I'll do it.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Got to be done.
got to be
The
done.
fences have got to be checked.
Very true.
I got a few people ask me past and present careers. Everyone wants to know what we do for work.
Right.
I guess for us it's our past, but for you boys, what? So we'll start with Macca. What did you do and what do you do?
I started as a chippies labourer during the school holidays.
What, when you're 14?
Yeah, when I was 14.
We're going right back.
Yeah, we're going back.
I think I just meant the last career.
Oh, yeah. So I left school early and started my electrical apprenticeship building elevators, and did it for 15 years, building, wiring, commissioning elevators, and I think that's where my mechanical background came from, because we actually build the elevators and then wire them.
Like the tallest buildings in Brizzy and around the country.
I've done the tallest building in Brizzy's. I worked on the tallest building in Europe. Did a year in London. So.
Yeah.
Come to Gladstone, didn't you?
Yeah, Gladstone, put a lift in Gladstone actually. All around Australia. I did a lot of away work. That was where the money was. So
It's like the equivalent of FIFO miners, but you're a lifty going to Sydney.
yeah, so I didn't have to go to bloody Emerald where Zane's from. So I just had to go to major towns around Australia and like Darwin and Townsville and Gladstone. And that's how I could always afford expensive car parts. POOLY, what was your career? Or?
Or your
I
current
left
career?
school, I was a diesel mechanic.
Yep.
Done that.
Oh.
Worked for a truck company and...
You worked on Cummins, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, worked on trucks for about 6 years or something, probably more than that. My old man's got a few trucks, so I worked on them for a while. Sort of knew what I was doing a bit before I started that job, and yeah, I worked on cars there as well. They had like a car garage as well, so
Yeah.
done a bit of car stuff. That's where I learnt most of that. And then got into a bit of welding around that too. My old man's pretty handy on a welder, and he's taught me a few things, learned a few things at work, welding up tippers, aluminium, steel and everything. So yeah, now I just build U-trays.
U-trays, EMU Customs if you need
EMU
a
Customs.
There's a question leading on to that, but we'll go on
Customer
to Blakey.
K.
Blakey, what was your previous
Yeah, what did you do, Blake?
Oh, yeah, well, been around the traps, you know.
Certified double bludger.
Nah, so last job was TA Chippy. Did that for probably year and a half, and now I'm just doing fabricating and stuff. And I subby for Matty, helping him do the grills and stuff. So it's been good. We got a bit going on at the moment, and we got a lot coming in for the future. So
Speaking of that, could I steal him for a week? Do you reckon you could sub him to me for a week? I've
Can I
got
steal-
a K truck to build, and I'm really failing at that.
I'll take him for 2 weeks. Is that all right?
I don't reckon you would handle him for a week.
Oh mate,
It's a
you're right.
bit on.
Bit on. We'd probably be pissed all week, but we'd get something done.
Start out of school, I started as a chippy.
oh, TJ the Chippy.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
Around
right.
the kitchen.
It was,
You see him build a deck, he's gone.
yeah, mate, I can do decks.
Nice
and-
dick, bro.
Yeah, that's about it. My heart wasn't really in that, so I went to surveying. 4-year uni degree. Always have done the video editing on the side though, as a side hustle. And now we're here. I did uni while I was a surveyor. Like,
Oh, true. Oh, that's
smart.
cool. Yeah, there you go. Anyone going into a surveying career, you can. Is that only if you're a certain distance away from the uni?
no. Basically, most people in the country will do distance for surveying and work at the same time.
That's cool. All right, well, there's one for the young fellas. That's
Most people do it that way.
a good profession to get into.
All I'm hearing is like, if you want to be a YouTuber, start off as a chippy, then go into surveying.
We all
This
started
is the career path.
How about you, Matty?
I finished school and went to uni, did accounting.
Oh,
So qualified accountant, and then did
That's
that
pretty funny.
for
Well,
12
that's why you
weeks.
got a business then, with the start of your business.
yeah.
Yeah, so I did that for 12 weeks, and I was like, oh, I'm not an accountant. Started installing signs and stickers and stuff, and then started helping mates in their cars. Got out on the welder, did a few hours, got pretty good at it. And then now I'm just doing fabrication work and laser cutting and powder coating and all that stuff. Got my business and
Yeah, it's going good, mate.
Good stuff.
trying to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, that brings me to my next one. When's the, out of you three, when is the next episode coming?
Next question.
Got a bit on at the minute. We got a few videos in the making, you know.
I've actually got a couple nearly ready. I've got a walk around on Baz coming up.
That's
So
exciting.
we've got Richard designed and built come down, and I've done a walk around with his car as well. So
You would have just seen him on our episode a couple of weeks ago.
yeah, we got the two cars, mine and his. They're similar build, a little bit different though. But yeah, we got them side by side in the shed, and me and him sort of done a walk around together.
Very cool.
So yeah, that's coming up soon.
Another question was, who's the biggest piss head?
Probably TJ. Look, he's got
Ah, DJ. Could I have that?
Yeah.
I might have it after you.
Bit of a controversial question that POOLY will have an answer to, but I'm not sure about.
Yeah, go for it.
Does it do with the Colonel? Surely.
Now I just only answer KFC related questions.
Sorry, mate. I'm only here for the KFC questions.
This question is, do you prefer manual, automatic, off-road?
Manual.
Manual, yeah, I thought so.
Only because it's more fun.
Yeah.
Automatic. Everyone says automatic because it's better when you're going up the hills and that and this and that, and it's heaps easier. But I just like changing gears.
See, I reckon everyone who's only ever driven a manual off-road says that too.
I've been driving
All
around.
your cars are manual.
Yeah, but I've been driving around all weekend.
Never the
on
wrong
auto.
person to ask. Like, I'd say auto because you can ride your brake, you can accelerate at the same time, and you can
It's
just
more
rip-
reliable. You don't have
can ride the
clutches
clutch.
wearing out.
Yeah, you don't burn your clutch out trying to ride it
You
up.
can't clutch kick an auto.
Yeah, I can.
You can. They can't.
The thing is, you only got to clutch kick it if you don't have power.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you're driving Frank.
Yeah, true.
Frank needs
I clutch kick Frank and it doesn't even spin the wheels. And that's not even exaggerating.
100% manual.
Yeah, attaboy.
Matt, I'd more prefer manualised auto.
Oh, that's
Listen to
That's
this.
auto,
It's just
bro.
in
It's
the
basically an
middle.
auto.
That's in the middle.
Nah, there's no clutch.
Yeah, but
Unless
you've
you got
actually
mates.
got to shift
I honestly
gears.
like riding the clutch a bit. I use the clutch to control the car.
The old clutch
You're
balance.
only laughing because you're all a bunch of auto pussies. You just can't drive a manual, that's the problem.
Wow, yeah, well, shit.
If budget wasn't an option, what would be your dream / ideal build be?
79 dual cab,
If budget wasn't an option.
300 mil extension.
LN
Do you like
Hilux, but like a brand new, like you find the most like least K kilometre LN Hilux in Australia and just buy that and build
What
that.
motor?
What motor?
3L, 2.8.
2.8.
2.8.
Yeah, right.
But
think
like not an old clapped
Well,
out one.
big
Like,
hole
You're
set
never
on it?
late in a 2.8.
budget's not an issue, so it doesn't matter how much they want for it.
Or is it your-
Some old grandpa's
Always
got one in the shed with
Yeah, there's one for sale at the moment. It's been on
Is
there
there?
forever, and they want 40k for.
Oh, I'd
Remember
pay
I
it.
sent you
It's
that
mint.
one for 35k?
Alright.
Oh,
I
that
reckon
was
I've seen that
TJ's.
one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let someone pay 35 grand for TJ's.
So
Actually,
they
it's
sent me
got-
back about 50, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's probably got 30k parts on it now.
If budget
If
wasn't an
budget
option, what would be your dream / ideal build?
Has to be K-Truck.
It's definitely the K truck, and second to the K truck is something I want to do soon, and I don't know if I want to release it.
So you got to build a Triton.
Yeah, it's a Triton.
So if anyone else has got a YouTube channel and you want to get all the views, just build a.
What do you reckon, TJ?
Oh, it's a really hard question. I don't know. It's really hard to say because I've never driven one, but the G-Wagons look super fun. Solid
Oh,
axle.
with some diesel.
Yeah, you put 1,000 horsepower in them, solid axles front and rear, all the tech. It's like a real good version of a 79.
Yeah, nice.
Better than LN?
Oh, nah.
Yeah, the real TJ's coming out.
Yeah. Just put $57,000 into your LN and you're right.
I reckon. Basically the Lamborghini of four-wheel drives.
Oh, yeah. Good taste you got, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Anyone doesn't realise POOLY just bought a LN not
Yep.
long ago.
Its name's Frank.
And he
It's
loves
done
it.
450,000 Ks and it's only got 4 gears.
Oh, we're a quarter of the way through its life.
It's got a cassette player in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't work. I actually bought an AC/DC cassette off eBay just I was just going to have that to listen to, and that was it. But then I put it in and it didn't work.
Yeah, right.
I was actually keen as I thought, how good would this be? Just
Do you reckon you
cruising
can hook a
around
sub up to it?
Sure.
to the cassette player. Probably. Just twitch it in speaker wise.
Yeah,
Away you
it'd
go.
work.
Yeah,
Oh,
put
twist
Hello,
and tape.
builder.
Yeah, there you go.
Sets on fire, that'll be right.
Yeah.
I'll go a 2500 Ram, but like an older one.
Oh, yeah, Cummins, baby.
Something like with 2 massive turbos on it. Pretty basic, P-pump, but just bulk power, bulk sort.
Single or dual cab?
I'll probably go single cab, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
So what's your opinion on IFS for solid axle?
Okay. Well, who wants to go first on that?
Well, you probably got the most experience.
Yeah,
You've
I
had both.
I could definitely answer that.
It's almost like the right tool for the job sort of situation.
100%.
Exactly what TJ has said. IFS definitely has its positives and great things in situations. Solid axle probably has more than IFS, but you could really beat on a SAS. Beating on an IFS, not so much. When we're wheeling, we're really kind of light wheelers. We crawl a lot of things. We don't try not to bounce stuff too much.
That's
You
how
know.
you break shit.
Yeah, that's when you. But yeah, when you're sending
You
it
don't
too
get
much.
anywhere.
It's
that's
got a
when you-
broken axle and not a blown off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you catch that fish bait,
You got it?
Oh, 3 metre bloody!
That's Zane's Nathaniel Nelson.
Zane
if you
Nelson
know.
back there. We'll walk around his car at 12 in the morning.
Realistically, the
Independent.
IFS car is designed for the road.
Well-
They're built like a car to drive on the road.
100%.
Well, what do you reckon, Pooley? You've been driving that Ranger. You've been going over some whoops. You hit some jumps too.
It's all right. I think that it was. It's really.
He didn't hit jumps in the giveaway car prize.
It's really good just driving on the normal road, like even on the main inland track coming down here through all the corrugations and shit. Like it's really good on that.
How many times did you spill your drink? That's
Driving-
probably more.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Driving down the road, it is way smoother than the cruiser.
Yeah.
But when I'm in the bush versus like driving around, thrashing around on the, not that I was thrashing it, but yeah. It's hard to have a car that'll do everything though. Like you can't have a suspension set up that'll jump whoops and stuff and then be handle good and drive beautiful on the road. Like.
When are we going to WA?
That's
We've
a
been
big
talking
one.
about it for ages.
That's a long way from Emu.
So me and Matty were talking about
Hey,
doing
telephone.
WA next year.
After Cape.
So, Simpson, Cape, WA.
Probably.
Oh, well, don't get used to having episodes ever.
Yeah, we might have to skip a few weeks if this happens.
No
Leave it
way.
in the leave a comment. Is it okay if we miss a few episodes to make that happen?
Well, we try to go to WA this
like
year.
Well, it's just like long service leave. You're just going to
Well,
take a bit of
if you-
annual
if
leave.
you-
Yeah, we'll take some annual leave. And then,
If you miss episodes, we'll make episodes and punch in for you.
Blake, we've done this before. Don't make
Yeah.
promises.
I'm making any
no,
episodes.
that's fun.
You're up, Pooley. What's the next
Yeah.
question?
Oh, just give us a minute. It's just,
Yeah, no, that one
I'll
wasn't.
I'll
that
find one for you.
safe. When is Power Rangers season 2 coming out?
Cape will
Right.
definitely be
There'll
season
be some
2.
recoveries at Cape.
100%.
Those guys need to be called upon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
they
Cape.
do need to be called upon.
I've got a good one here. Who's the best dime bag layer?
Ooh,
Oh.
call outs.
Purely.
No, I'm
Oh,
not taking it.
I'm gonna say between Pooley and Matty. I could
Definitely.
Matty lays a mint dime bag on some alloy.
Proud
Can I
about
take
it,
the
but
Mig Monkey title?
You
You
take
can
the
have-
I reckon
I got-
Blake.
I got
I've
right
seen
with me.
Blake's dime bags. I'm just going to say Blake.
What's your best Forby?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
so mine was it was a 1988 Mitsubishi Triton V6 petrol. Raised the torsion bars as high as I could get it to the point I pulled out the down stop bump stops. It's got like a down travel mark. Pulled them out so
Yep.
I get more height. I think it had like 32s on it. Did a mad skid.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
knew you were
would do.
Triton, man.
I tried to told you, like Tritons, mate.
I had a RA Rodeo. It was a bit of a thing.
Oh yeah.
I put some mag wheels on it. I got them off my dad's caravan. I actually did.
What was a mag wheel? Like, is that an alloy
That's
wheel?
that's an alloy.
Or is it a
Anything
magnesium?
No, it was magnesium.
No.
anything that wasn't a Sunraiser.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I built a tray for it, like full farm spec tray. It was my first ever tray.
Yeah.
Dad sort of taught me how to build a tray, and it was terrible. Yeah, it was actually a really good tray, like a farmer would love it. Like it was well built and everything, but yeah, anything special. But yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's all I done to it. Put my P plates on it.
So my first 4B
we
was
go.
an LN106 dual cab.
Attaboy.
Had a tub on it, and it was
Oh,
the cleanest,
Stop life, baby.
cleanest 106 I had. It had a turbo on it, pushing a whole of 10 psi, and I used to take that thing everywhere. I'm trying to find another one to buy.
Yeah, you'd see one.
Yeah, 100%. I just want to get it.
You
Oh,
used to see
honestly-
Blakey at Facing Island. He couldn't get out of TJ's Island.
Oh,
I
he was
loved it.
stuck
I
in
honestly reckon we should all get one.
100%.
I've got one.
yeah.
TJ's got one. If you're getting one,
Yep.
there's only 2 left.
Yeah.
Alright, you
Imagine
twisted
if
me
we
arm.
all had LN Hiluxes. They don't
Right,
die. That's
they
what.
don't die.
You can beat on them and they love it. Best car.
TJ, first 4B?
And 70 Hilux, but it was dead factory because of work car.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, that doesn't really count. What's the first one? A
Oh,
bit
I'm-
of Parthy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and this is Pathfinder, but that was like a budget issue. Like I didn't.
I
have
remember
much
that
money.
though.
That's everyone. Like, your
Yeah.
first 4B's always...
It was alright. It was pretty fun, but
You sort of...
it wasn't. They're not the greatest full drive, that's for sure.
As long as it does the job and gets you where you want to go, that's all you need, eh?
Yeah, no.
First
I
one?
had a dual cab N70. Yeah,
70?
graphite and everything. Looks like Zane's, but not at school obviously, because I was a P-plater.
Yeah.
Had a tub on it, and then drove all the way down from Gladstone to Bendigo and bought a tray for $2,000.
That's where you went wrong.
Did you get the wheels off your dad's caravan?
No, I plastic
That's
dip
where you went
painted
wrong,
them.
mate.
I plastic dip painted them black.
These are the
you were worried.
proper. He
The
played a
plastic
mod.
dip guy.
I put a
That's when
grill
you're
on that
worried.
though.
Oh,
Made a grill for it and everything. Fat bars, bash plates and all of that on it. It was all sweet, and then had that for about 6 months, and then the Cruiser come up for sale and I bought that. The Cruiser's my second car. Had that for 7 years now.
Sorry, I'm just really confused why Zane's digging a big ass hole in the beach.
Zane, can you get us a can, Zane?
Yeah, why you mean? Oh, well, I'll just quickly answer this one. Did you originally buy the Ranger to replace the old Ranger? I did order it in March last year when I sold my old Ranger, and it literally only just showed up, and I went, this thing is way too nice to let the dealer
Cheers,
buy."
Zane.
So,
Any raspberries?
that's Zane. We got Zane here. Yeah,
Everyone say hello to Nathaniel.
I'll take whatever's going.
Oh, let's get another one.
Oh, good opening.
But this one's a good one. You're stranded on an island for a few months, so I think a few is 3, so we're gonna go with 3.
Yep.
What 3 items do you take?
King Chrome jump starter pack.
Wait, they are dead set. I have used mine that many times. And so like you normally get a jump starter, right? And you try and start a V8. No good. Put the King Chrome on and it just starts it like it's nothing. They are the best jump starter I've had.
They're good. Your camping fridge,
Well,
apparently.
we had the,
They
we had
run the
cam-
fridge.
Yeah, we were running the fridge.
Yeah.
We're
Had the camera running
cameras
it.
of it.
Pooly's got 2 there right now.
Yeah, we got
playing
one
his
here.
phone.
And that's not even saying it because we got them off King Chrome. They are the best jump starter.
But what do you do on an island when it runs out of battery?
Charge it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on an island now. We've got 240 extension leads. What was the question again? How long
So
you
you're
got?
on-
Did you say 3 days?
3 months.
3
Oh,
items.
3 months
Oh,
and 3 items.
Oh,
Three
yeah, I
items.
don't know. I was going to say a family meal from KFC, but that's not going to last that long. LN 106, that'll last. That'll
Chicken
last.
sticks.
That'll be my thing. I'd
Chicken
be taking
sticks.
that.
I would bring a plane. Yeah. a life jacket and a parachute.
That's why you're so smart in business.
Yeah.
Satellite phone, helicopter.
Yeah.
It's going on.
What started your passion for ute?
My passion for utes. Can we just say cars in general?
Yeah, or
We'll just go cars in
general.
general.
I was a kid growing up, and my old man had like
No kidding.
Yeah.
I actually
Nah.
just started as an adult.
I'm actually still- my old man had like V8 Falcons and Fairmonts and stuff, and I just always, I don't know, loved V8 noise and sound, and I used to tell him to get up it. And every car that went past, I said, Dad, what's that? And he'd tell me what it is, and I'd say, what's that car? He'd tell me what it is, and got to the point where I was a bit older, and I knew what every single car on the road was.
Yeah, literally. It's
And-
funny when that happens.
Yeah,
And
that's kinda
it's
like
so
that.
weird that I don't know, I just loved them from that point, and it's like Pokemon, I want to catch them all, I want all the cool cars, I just want to keep building sick cars. I can't feel what the point was that made me love them so much, but I'm there, so yeah.
I feel like when you start, you can't stop.
Oh yeah, it's like Pringles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's like you open the packet of Pringles and you got to get to
Once
the
you
bottom.
pop, you can't
It's like
stop.
Zinger boxes. You have one Zinger box, you'll never drive past KFC again. That's it. You're done. I'm a little bit the same. My old man was a mechanic, so
Yeah.
I've always been around the tools. When I was really young, I was in the shed helping him. He was kind of making me do everything, and I've kind of learnt how to work on cars, and it's made me want to work on cars because I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, from there, just started tinkering around with them, started to like it, and become a mechanic, and yeah. I think it's just because it's what I know. I know how to do it. I know how to do cool things with them and whatever, and that's, yeah.
Cool things, you reckon?
Well, that's the other thing. I love making them
Hook or shit.
different. Like, I love making them not what everyone else just goes and buys from the dealership. Where'd your passion come from, Blakey?
So my granddad was a mechanic and I used to hang around him heaps.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, just started with, we used to take the old Hilux down fishing and stuff. And I'm
LN?
like, yep, 100%. LN.
That's where it all starts.
LN
Where every
167.
great story starts.
It does. And ever since then, that's when I got my Hilux and then it went from there.
Kind of like Mac. I just knew, for some reason, I knew every single car, and I knew what I wanted. Well, I couldn't afford much, but yeah, I just started cutting springs, slamming cars, and then I've always had something a little bit different, right up till now.
When you first start out, obviously you don't got heaps of money, and that's
Yeah.
when you work out.
I was on
What's-
$6 an hour.
That's
Yeah.
how I've learnt how to do a lot of things
Exactly,
that I know how to do.
exactly
Because
right.
I just couldn't afford to buy them, so I was like, I want this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't afford it.
You want it
So I'm just going to
bad,
work out
but-
how to do it myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
cut a lot of springs in my day because wanted my car low, but I couldn't afford springs. So
Yeah.
we always cut the top. But we just wanted slam cars. We drove around and, you know. I don't recommend doing it. But we got another one here anyway. What's the one thing you bring camping every time yet never gets used?
Oh, that's a random question.
Matt already answered this one before. It's pretty funny, but we can't say that on the camera.
Oh, that's annoying.
Gazebo. I never ever use a gazebo. I brought them along for years, never used them.
I use my gazebo.
The spare tyre.
Yeah, spare tyre.
Spare tyre.
You should
Never
bring it.
drag that thing around everywhere. And I've never had it. Oh, Blake has got one.
So it says, what's your favourite thing that you did to the cruiser or going to do to the cruiser?
Put a noisy exhaust on it.
That was your favourite thing.
That was about the first thing I'd done, and that's
Oh, is
still
that
the
what
thing
it is?
that yeah.
It's what's the what's your favourite thing you did, or what are you going to do?
Oh, okay. So your favourite things?
I reckon the exhaust
You
of,
stack?
on a like just any exhaust in general that's not the standard one on
Yeah.
the cruiser would be like the best thing.
I like the engine noise.
That's because you don't have V8 cruiser, mate.
Oh,
Yeah, long slap.
You're not wrong. I prefer the engine noise over the exhaust noise for some reason. I like the turbo spooling and the
Yeah.
Well, it does do that
Yeah.
too.
I
with
can,
the
yeah, you can hear
exhaust.
that through the exhaust.
can't really.
I reckon
You're
my
big enough to-
Detroit rear locker. That's my favourite thing on the car.
Yep.
Parasite, all overs, everything. You put your foot down,
I got
it
an
goes.
Eaton Detroit locker in my Chevy.
Because cruiser LSDs are no good. And then having a locker, having to turn the switch on.
Oh, it's so hard.
What a hard thing to do.
no.
Press the
Oh,
button.
no.
Yeah, no. I reckon my ute.
Man, I back exhaust too. I love a loud car. I love it. It's roadie V8.
You brought all the 8 cylinders. You want to hear them, eh?
Exactly. You want to hear that? Those are all 8 of them.
I reckon out of all the suspension and everything I've done to my ute, I'd still prefer the lockers. Right, lockers I actually coil converted my ute before I put the lockers in. It was just an 80 series coil conversion ages ago.
Yeah.
And it was incapable as. So I had all this cool suspension, whatever, and it sucked. And I put lockers in and it was
See-
great.
See,
Like,
I put... Sorry, you keep
lockers should come first.
Yeah.
So I put lockers in mine first, and then I went to coils for comfort, not for off-road.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
like,
righto.
100%.
leaves and lockers, you go anywhere from places you shouldn't go, they'll get you.
What are the odds of putting up the fences for the dingoes while we're here?
Well, we've actually got Zane over there starting to dig some footings.
He's got a dingo trap going, I think.
Dingo trap. It's Jess. Who gives the best BJ?
Oh, good on ya.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
Mac!
How do you guys afford your mods?
That's a good question.
Uh,
that actually is a good question.
Just your job, you work
Good on you, Jess. That's a good question.
Just your job. I'm not amazing with money. Like, I'm not the best. But
Sparky. Anyone that's into cars is terrible with money.
yeah, anyone in cars is terrible with money. But obviously, jump on every single bit of overtime I could get, every single bit of away work I could get, any time I could get on all my bills. This probably isn't the correct way, but because I know I'm not that great, you can get your bills like your rent, your water, your mortgage, your everything, and you can split it into, if you get paid fortnightly bills, work out the amount, and you can actually automatically pay that. So your pay comes in, it automatically pays to the BPay account
Yeah.
your bills go to, and then when you get your bill, it's actually in credit because you've already paid it progressively rather than a bloody,
Yeah.
$400-500 bill coming in with the water
Bit of a
and
secret
and then
market tip there.
Yeah. 100%.
it's for someone like me it works. For someone good with money, it's better to keep it in an
Offsetting.
offset account of your mortgage
Yeah.
and offset your mortgage. But for me, who's bad with money, money come in, bills got paid, anything left, went on the cars.
I'm pretty bad with money. I sort of think that I don't
Can't
save
compare.
money. I just think that when you need to buy something, you just sell something and that pays for it.
Yeah.
I've definitely done that. I did that
but
too.
the way that I've paid for well, not all of the stuff, but a lot of the stuff. Like obviously, I've worked and saved up. Well, not really saved up, but worked and bought stuff. But I've made a lot of things. Like I make a tray for my ute, and then I go, I want a new tray, so I just sell that tray. And
That's what these boys have been doing.
And that pays for the materials for the new tray, and by the time I build the next tray, I'm a little bit better at it. That one's probably worth a bit more, and I've done the same with I've built, a couple bull bars and different bits and pieces and exhaust and stuff. And
But
then, like, just think, I want to upgrade or change something. And then just sort of sell the last thing and
You sell it
just
before
use
it's
the money to
gone.
buy all the stuff to make the new stuff. And if there's any excess, I'll buy something else with it.
Yeah.
So, and when I actually rolled my ute, I sold my tray, and the tray paid for my new cab.
Oh yeah.
So I got the new cab, and then my old cab, I parted out all the parts off that, and that paid for my new tray.
Yeah.
And it actually worked out. I rebuilt the whole ute, and I only had to pay for what I paid.
That's a win.
So yeah,
And that is how the gold ute was born.
That's how I'm terrible. I'm terrible with saving money.
Work as hard as you can. Take all the overtime you can. Don't just flog around. Don't be on your phone. Don't carry on. And then every spare second you get on your weekend or your afternoons, work on your car. Work out your car, what you want to do, and do it that way. That's how I've always done it, and it always works out.
Yeah.
Work on your car, work on your skills.
Exactly
Pick up a
right.
new tip, learn how to weld, learn how to pull a different part. Give it a go.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's also another thing that most of us, we all work in our own cars, so it makes it a little bit cheaper. Like
Yeah.
we're only
Yeah.
paying for parts and materials.
Yeah.
Versus if you don't have the skills to do that and you have to pay someone $100 and whatever dollars an hour to
Yeah,
do it, then it's expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
But we've sort of...
But that kind of is another point too. Like, don't look at these. Like, there's guys building these $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 American trucks and things like that, and like it's not very achievable. Even my Cruiser, like it's probably it's pretty expensive. Like I'm not gonna lie. And if you're gonna pick up a welder, just ask someone. See if you can
Yeah,
ask
you got
a welder.
mates that know how to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Hit 'em up.
they can try and help you learn how to do it. Like, you're not going to pick up a welder and go and weld a chassis and expect it to hold, you know. Like,
Yeah.
well, if you do, don't. Like, get some tips. Ask me, ask these boys. We'll try and get back to you, you know. Like,
Go,
I reckon that's the biggest
Have-
thing.
have a
Just
go,
give it a
yeah.
go. Ask other people.
Yeah.
Get
ask a
advice.
lot of questions.
Don't be scared to ask a dumb question because it's better off.
I ask
Asking
Mac
being
all
told
the
how to do it
time,
properly.
100%.
can you build this for me?
Yeah.
I've got this magic shed. TJ just drops the car off and it comes out built. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like, you need to learn and you need to get into it, and like everything comes in with time.
Yeah.
And the best thing about trying to do some things on your car is when you learn your car and you go off-road and you break it,
You can fix
yeah.
it.
you know how to fix it.
100%.
Or you
100%.
know at least what's broken, and like it's like, oh shit, I actually need to get towed. But
Yeah.
there was a question on there, was how was the transition to full-time YouTube?
That's a f***ing good question. Sorry, that's a really good question.
Well, how do you do that and get paid? What about all your bills and stuff?
So obviously I had Zalia on the way.
Yep.
Yeah, real responsible, mate.
Super responsible dad.
She's your
Quits
child.
his job and goes all out. I approached obviously our amazing sponsors, Superior, King Pro, Wheel Pros, and Outback Equipment, and I said, look, guys, I want to go on full time with TJ, and we want to create entertainment for you guys, but I obviously need money to pay my bills and feed my family, and see if they wanted to get behind the channel a bit more and support us a bit more money wise.
You were scared.
I was scared, yeah.
I remember you telling me, like, it was a big jump. Not getting paid, to spend all this money.
Oh, our sponsors are amazing, and it's sick to be supported by the guys I bought off all the time anyway, you know, like I always bought their stuff no matter what.
We always use their stuff. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Also the viewers.
Thanks to the viewers.
Well, I was getting
Don't
there.
forget about the viewers.
So that really solidified it, and then it come down to the viewers. Like, I get messages from guys saying that we've helped them in life heaps, you know, like they've been going down a bad path, and our channel's helped them out of a hole or a bad situation, and like just one of those messages outweighs
all the hate.
Any hate that we.
As many times you've been posted on the No Need for 76.
Yeah, I'm always on the No Need for.
Yeah, bloody famous on there.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit what anyone.
Oh, birds give a shit.
Don't give me shit. Give me grief. I don't care. Like, it's fine. Like, if you got to get it off your chest, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's the one or two blokes I helped through the years that is that's enough for me to go. You know what? They're the ones messaging me saying that I've helped. There's obviously plenty more that wouldn't message her that we've helped out.
Yeah,
So
they know.
that really solidified me staying full time too as well. So you guys, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, glad you did, because I would have never met you otherwise.
You wouldn't be able to
I've only
pass
met you
fizz on
because-
Fraser either, would you?
Right.
Pooly's like, oh yeah,
Oh,
going to Tassie, we're going to Tassie, should we
Yeah,
invite
these
these
boys
Matt?
actually invited us on Tassie.
Yeah, we're going.
We're just like, oh yeah, we'll go for a bit of a drive down to Tassie, see what it's all about, and
That's how I met these boys. I started talking to Pooly and
Literally.
Matty through Instagram.
that's how I met all of you boys.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, actually,
Three.
that's the next question. How did you boys meet?
Well, I met Matt, and then I
me
met
and Matt.
Blake with Matt, and then I met
Yeah.
TJ with you.
Whoa, take it back.
So the
Pooly was
first,
doing a call conversion. He's
Oh!
like, Matty Flexi, how do I make this thing flex? This is what you got to do. And he took what I said and he was like, you know, I'm
And
going
I
to make
just
it
cut it
cooler. I'm going to put a brace kit on this 80 series conversion. I was like, this bloke.
he's got me.
And he told me how to do it, and then I added my stuff to it, and then I just cut it all out and put it in the scrap.
I actually drove Richard's car.
Did you?
Oh, sick.
It's
If
cool.
Baz
It's
ends up
got
anything
aircon and
like that,
everything.
it's wicked.
Well, Baz would be a bit different, but
Yeah, cool.
I haven't even got aircon or anything. It's pretty
Baz
aggressive.
He's
manual.
got cruise control.
Yeah, he's got everything in
That
that,
thing
car.
is out of
That is
control.
that's a
But he's still
tourer.
got the push bike on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, not when he comes straight, but he had two on the back when he come up.
He's actually pretty good on the bikes.
Yeah, he kills it. No, I go up for TJ. Well, it's TJ and Macca, but I'm going to lead this one to TJ because he legit. Like, TJ is the star of the channel. I was just on it a lot. But. So, TJ,
Yeah. Shoot.
how'd you get around to start making a YouTube channel?
YouTube, I was editing videos for us, for Facebook and whatever else was available forever ago. And then YouTube was a new
Now
platform.
unlisted.
Yeah, right. So you were before YouTube.
Yeah, I was
He
making
actually
videos.
was.
YouTube.
That was back in the Nokia N96 day.
Yeah, like off phone, really bad phone videos. I was making videos on Facebook, and then YouTube was invented. I'm like, it is a better codec, it looks better, I'll just put it on there, share it on Facebook, and that was like a long time ago.
So YouTube
Yeah, well,
saw
7,
your
8
videos and
years
were like,
ago.
we should make YouTube.
And another, this is a question for me. I can answer it too, but I'll ask you. What advice would you give someone starting a YouTube?
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah.
Tell us it all.
You gotta really enjoy it. If you're not making videos about what you enjoy, it'll just show that you're not really interested.
Good answer.
I hate this. Like, this is terrible. I really wish I was just at work right now.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I reckon the best way to do it is have a go and find out what works.
Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it.
I think my answer to that would be make videos for yourself.
Yeah.
That you would watch.
Yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
time you go on a trip, every time you go anywhere, film it, make a video, make it as epic as you can.
Make a video to show your
And-
friends.
And just know that,
That's a good one, Flexi.
yeah, and just know that one day, like your friends and family are always going to watch. Just know that one day you can look back at that and go, you're making digital memories. So make it
Yeah.
for yourself. Address it to people and make it entertaining. But make it for yourself so that if one day it doesn't shoot off like an absolute viral, crazy YouTube, you can still look back at it and go,
Yeah, well, that's what we
It's still
do.
memories.
because that's what me and Tito did. Like Tito specifically, for like 7 years, made videos for himself to look back at.
I was doing it before it was even a thing. People thought I was a weirdo.
Yeah, we loved it because it was mostly just us boys getting pissed, jumping off the roof. I don't know, this has hopefully been answered a few of you guys' questions. There's obviously plenty more you could ask. There's heaps more questions there. Sorry if we didn't get to them all, but
Yeah.
We're always, inbox is always open, so shoot it through.
It's not every 10 seconds.
No,
You
no, sometimes
it
it
is
is
hard to keep up with.
We do get to them.
sometimes
Yeah.
we're busy checking fences like right
yeah,
now.
that's
So
exactly right.
Exactly right. We do get to them.
I don't know. I guess if you want another one of these next time we're all together,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know.
Cheers, Mac. For,
Yeah,
cheers.
joining
Cheers.
us on this trip.
Cheers,
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 boys.
cheers, lads, for the podcast.
been a-
It's beautiful.
If you're not already following Matty, Blake, and Pooley.
And Rallypackin Aus on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Rallypackin
And
Aus.
Rallypackin
on
Aus.
YouTube, who uploads one video a year. Here
It's
is
a good
their
one, though.
Instagram.
Yeah, please buy the merch.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch so then we can come on more trips. Yeah, that's how it works.
See you, bye.